Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do my everyday makeup routine. So I kind of switched up a little bit here and there, but I'm going to show you what I use for the most part and what I actually used on my face today. So I figured sometimes people like to know what kind of makeup I use. Sometimes they ask, you know, whether it be just my highlight, eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, whatever it may be. So I just kind of want to show you guys what I used, and you know, don't be put off because some of the stuff is expensive. It's all how you do you, whatever you can afford. Don't feel like you have to go out and purchase these items just because, you know, I have them. I will say Josie Maran is on QVC. She is always on Easy Pay for the most part, so you can get this stuff where you can pay monthly on the products. So that's always an option, but let's just get right into it. So I'm going to kind of go in order of how I put my makeup on. So yeah. So I actually just started using a new foundation, which is the Bare Minerals. This is the, what is this? The Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick. It also has SPF 25 in it, which is awesome because you always want to make sure that you have SPF in your makeup, because even though your skin is covered in a foundation does not mean that it's really protecting you. I mean, yes, it is because you have a layer of something on your face, but SPF is always a good thing to have in your foundation. So I actually have used the, well, a little backstory. So Bare Minerals is actually how I actually got into wearing all natural makeup. When I was about 16, 17, 18, I saw an infomercial for Bare Minerals, and when I was younger I hated my freckles. I hated them, and I saw an infomercial where it was like it hides your freckles, your blemishes, your sunspots, age spots, whatever it is. So I was like, Dad, let's go to the mall. And my dad actually bought me my first Bare Minerals foundation, which is hilarious because he's probably thinking, why am I taking my 15-year-old daughter to the mall and buying her a thing of makeup that's 30 bucks? But he didn't care, so so I kind of just got addicted. So I do use Bare Minerals still here and there just because I really do like them and they're a good brand. And so yeah, that's just what I kind of started out using, all natural makeup. And I have used this for the last few days and I really like it. It's on my skin now. It gives you a really nice dewy look. I will say with this, you do have to layer up to get like a heavier full coverage. It's definitely like a medium coverage with just, you know, a couple swoops. And how I apply this is I just take it and kind of roll it up, and you just kind of draw lines on your face, and then I take a blender sponge and just blend it on my face. Now I have the color Birch 1.5, which I feel like is a pretty good tone for me. So yeah, and this is actually a stick form of their Complexion Rescue Gel that they have, which that stuff is awesome too. I used to use that all the time. But I do like to switch up my foundations here and there sometimes, just because sometimes I really want a really glowy look, or I want a more glowy / matte look, or, you know, so because I have really dry skin, so it really helps. I don't think this really settles into lines very much. I do have these laugh lines that I just have come to terms with that I have, and I do have lines under my eyes. It's just how I am, you guys. I don't have any fillers or anything in my face. That's just how I am. You know, that's just how people are. You just kind of have to roll with it and see what works for you. So I do like this foundation. I'll just kind of show you what I was using before. I was using the Josie Maran Fluid Foundation, the Vibrancy. This stuff is amazing as well. I just kind of wanted to try this because this is brand new, but this stuff is awesome as well. And this, I have the color Euphoric. So this is more of like a liquidy foundation. So if you like a heavy foundation, which I don't, I like foundations that feel like you don't have anything on your skin. This is it's a fluid, it's a foundation fluid, so it's definitely watery, but it's very good. It's blendable, it's manageable, and it's very hydrating. So I love both of these foundations. So yeah, that's what I use for my foundation. And I'll link everything below along with the prices as well. So then on to concealer. So I don't normally use drugstore brands. I don't mean to say that in like a, oh, I'm better than you, I'm better than drugstore brands. It's just that I've never really used a drugstore item that I feel worked for me, just because my skin's very sensitive and dry, and I feel like drugstore brands with, you know, all the chemicals in them and stuff, they don't really mesh with my skin well. And I know that sounds so stupid, but you have to think about it. I have been using all natural products since I was, you know, 14, 15. So my skin just does not agree with all of those chemicals and ingredients in drugstore brands. But I will say that I do like this. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, and I have the lightest color they have just because I'm very fair skinned. And this is just actually the brightener illuminator. So it's not even really a color, it's just the brightener illuminator. And I just kind of, what I do is I draw triangles under my eye, fill it in. I go down the bridge of my nose, which I just did that. Hopefully I didn't mess up my makeup. And then I do a cross or an X on my forehead, and then I do it underneath my nose and above my lip, and then an X on my chin. And then I just blend it in. And it's pretty good. I like it. It's not my favorite. Like, do I think it's like, oh my gosh, amazing? No, not at all. But it does do the job. I usually use the Josie Maran, go figure, the Vibrancy concealer. So she has a concealer that actually goes with her foundation as well. But at the moment I am out, and this was just like a quick fix. So, but would I buy this again? Probably not. And I will be honest with you all, I just woke up from a nap that I didn't really plan on taking. But so if my hair looks a little crazy or something, that's why. Me and Tariel took a nap. She's still over there snoozing away. Okay, so the next thing that I use, I'm not a big finishing powder person. But I found this powder, and I like it a lot. You just cannot use a lot of it, or else it does settle into your fine lines and wrinkles. I will tell you that. They tell you it does not, but it does. Although they do tell you to use just a little bit, so that's probably my own fault using too much. But this is the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Illuminizer. This is the Poreless Finish HD Illuminizing Powder. And it also came with this little brush. I got it off of QVC, so these two came together. And it's just illuminizing. If you just take a little bit in your brush and just swirl it around, and it gives you just a nice illuminizing look. I also use this to set my concealer underneath my eyes. So yeah, I really like this. Would I purchase it again? I don't know, maybe. I'm still trying to find that perfect powder that I feel like makes your skin look flawless. Because my skin's very dry, like I've said, this I still feel like makes my skin look dry. So right now with using the Bare Minerals foundation, I've been kind of using just like literally a little bit of this powder, just swirling it and just buffing it in. And then it still gives my foundation like that kind of dewy look. So, but yeah, I do like this. So yeah, that's what I use for my powder. Onto my contour slash bronzer. So this is Bare Minerals as well. I bought this a while ago, and it's actually got this is like a cheek color, a highlighter, and then the bronzer in the middle. This is a really cute palette. This is the Crystalline Glow bronzer and highlighter palette. So it's you got Pink Moonstone, Glistening Topaz, and Rose Quartz. And I really like this. I like this color, and the it blends out really well. And then these two colors, I don't use them very often, as you can kind of tell. But they do give you kind of just like a rosy glow, which I really like. So I use that more for the bronzer slash contour. So that's what I use literally every day for my contour. So I like it a lot. So where I contour is I contour my cheekbones. So I kind of go like this. And right there where that little hollow of the cheekbone is, I blend it out there, and then I go across my forehead. And then sometimes if I'm feeling like I want a little extra, I'll go underneath my jawbone as well. So I do use a different highlighter all the time, just because I have a few different ones, and sometimes I'm feeling like I want to do, you know, one rather than the other. So I'll show you the two that I've been using the most. So this is the one that I've been using most recent. This is the Laura Geller. This is the Gelato Swirl Illuminator. This is in Gilded Honey, so you can't really see it because it's like all foggy in there. But this is what it looks like. It's kind of cracked, so I can't really show you guys that much. But it's a really, really pretty golden color. And it's just really nice. It goes on really smooth, and it doesn't look cakey or powdery. It just goes on really nice, and I really like it. So then what I'm using on my face today, and this palette, you guys, it actually looks kind of gross right now, will change your life, I promise you. This is the Josie Maran, go figure. This is her Vibrancy Argan Oil Fresh Face Paint Palette. So in here you're going to get your contour, your and bronzer color, 2 highlights, and a blush color. So you can use this literally for anything. So this is more of a pink, a bright pink, which you can use on your lips. You can use it as a blush. So I use it for both things. And then this is the brown color. This is more for your contour. And then these two are more of a highlighter. This one you can actually use as more like of a blush too. We can also use it as eyeshadows. So that's awesome too. So you can, there's like multiple uses for this palette. So this I actually have as my highlight today. I just kind of put it on my cheekbones and blend it in with a blender sponge. And then I have this as my cheek, as my blush today. So I love this palette. I literally I'm obsessed with it. Like when I bought it, I was like, do I like it? Do I not? But then I found, I was like, this is awesome. So this is definitely something that you need in your life. So then for my eyebrows, you guys, I will tell you, I am not an eyebrow expert. You can probably look at my eyebrows and tell because I just don't really know how to do eyebrows. That's the one thing I just cannot get down, and I literally don't know how to do them. But I do them the best I can and the best that I know how. So again, this is the Josie Maran eyebrow pencil. It's called the Good Brow. So on one end it has the brow color, and then on the other end it has like a highlighter. So you can kind of highlight your eyes with it. This stuff is awesome. It glides on so well. It's so natural looking. You can go really dark with it if you want. You can go light, however you want your eyebrows to look that day. It's awesome. I'm almost out of it, so I have to order some more. But yes, this is what I use for my eyebrows. And when I'm out of my eyebrow pencil, I use eyeshadow. Then for my eyeshadow, this is my holy grail. I don't use anything but this. This palette, this is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, that her latest one. So she came out with this, I want to say, sorry, something's in my eye, 2 years ago maybe. Yeah, so this is awesome. I'm going to show you guys the colors. Pardon how it looks because I use this every day, literally every day. This is my holy grail, and I'll show you guys the colors. So these are the colors, and you can see I don't use many of them, but you can see the ones that I use literally every day. The one up in the corner, you can see it's gone, so that's no longer existent. But this Morphe just has such good eyeshadows, and I mean, they're so blendable. They are buttery. They just work really well. I literally have not found an eyeshadow better than Morphe. And they're so affordable. Now this palette, because it's the Jaclyn Hill palette, was about $40, but you can get a Morphe palette for 15 bucks, and they're so good. They're my favorite eyeshadows to date. And then for my eyeliner, so sometimes I switch it up. For my eyeliner, I will use, just to kind of give me a smoky eye, what I'll do is I'll actually just take like a pencil brush and use like this color right here in her palette and just kind of blend it on like my lash line and just kind of smoke it out. But if I want to use like an actual eyeliner, I use the Sigma Wicked Gel Eyeliner. So this actually came with a brush. I bought this on QVC as well. Shout out to QVC. And this is really good. Sometimes it can get messy. You really have to be kind of an eyeliner, not expert, but you kind of have to know how to apply eyeliner to do this. But it's just like a little paint pot. You take the brush and dip it in, and then you just kind of do your line. I will say I'm not an expert on eyeliner. I do kind of, I know how to apply it. I'm not the best like a cat eye or kind of getting it, perfect every single time, but somehow I make it work. But yeah, I do like this eyeliner. Would I purchase it again? Maybe not, just because I feel like gel liners aren't really my forte. I think I'm better with like a liquid eyeliner or like a pencil. So I do like the, I will tell you what eyeliner I do love, and I wish I bought it again, is the, I think it's Tarte. Is it Tarte who has the Man-Eater collection? Or is it Too Faced? Whoever has the Man-Eater collection, that eyeliner and mascara is actually really good. And then last thing but not least, I use the Josie Maran Black Oil Mascara. Love this stuff. I've been using this for years, but before I bought this, I heard a lot of reviews. Okay, here's the other thing, guys. Before I buy anything, I look at the reviews. I look at the reviews, I look at videos, YouTube videos, QVC videos, whatever it may be. I look at reviews before I buy anything. I don't care if it is a kitchen product. I don't care if it's a bathroom product. I don't care if it's a movie or a game or whatever. I literally review everything. I literally look at the review of everything before I buy it. Anyway, this had a lot of kind of bad reviews, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try it. I feel like it might work for me. And I do love it. It really hydrates your lashes, and it's just a really good mascara. I don't feel like it crumbles or flakes or anything like that. I just feel like it's a really good mascara. It gives you volume. My eyelashes are so small and they're not curly, so I mean, no mascara is really going to give me, huge eyelashes, but I do love this. I love the volume it gives my eyelashes. It goes on really well, and it's really good for your eyelashes. So it hydrates them all day while you're wearing it. So it's really good. For my lips, I use anything. I will, there's so many lip products. I feel like it's not really, fair to just put out one product out there to show you guys. So, but usually I'll use either my Kylie liquid lip, I'll use my Lip Sense liquid lip, or I'll use just like the pink color in that Josie Maran Vibrancy palette. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you more of an insight of the makeup that I use, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys are all having a good weekend. Bye guys.